Hi guys, Mrs. Shynyside here. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are continuing my declutter series and we are going to be going through lip products. Lip glosses, lipsticks. I don't think that I have any lip balms in here just because I typically keep stuff like that in my purse. These are minis that I have opened. I definitely have a drawer of like samples and minis that are going to be coming later that are unopened. But I just kind of want to run through this stuff because I've got a few stragglers in here. I want to make all of my bullet lipsticks that I can use fit in this little tray. And I want to honestly go through some of these drawers and get rid of duplicates or things that are old and try to make more room so that things can go together and I can find them easier. And honestly, I like never reach for these. I will have my liquid lipstick container up here once I'm done with this round, and you will see how I store my liquid lipsticks. So let's go ahead and get into it. I definitely want to start off with the lipsticks. I do wear a lot of these often. The only ones that I really don't wear on here are the ones here on the end. I'm just not a huge fan of the Katy Perry formula. There's nothing wrong with it. I think I've worn it like maybe once, but I just don't like it. So I'm going to go ahead and pass this one along, as well as I purchased this because this was a limited edition. You'll find that happening a lot in my collection. This is the CoverGirl Star Wars lipstick in the shade 30. There's no color name on here. Again, this is just old and I got it because it was limited edition. I don't really like the color that much and I've maybe worn it once, so I'm going to pass that along as well. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put my Kat Von D, my Kat Von D one won't fit in this packaging, unfortunately, but I'm going to be keeping my Kat Von D in the shade Mother. This is limited edition packaging I got on clearance. It's a lot darker than I thought it would be from looking at the color online. But I really do like this. I've worn this maybe once. It gets lost. This Soap and Glory one I got on clearance. I'm going to go ahead and peel the clearance sticker off now that I've shown you that. That's one of the things that bugs me, is like sticky clearance packaging on stuff. This is in the shade Naked Talent. It is a satin. It's very glossy. I like this. Be warned though, if you put a lip liner over the top of this, you will get this all over your teeth. I am going to go ahead and put this in this container because it will fit. And then what I like to do, for the most part, the only ones I don't have upside down are these Rimmel ones. These are a limited edition Kate Moss because they are actually angled, so they'll sit crooked. But I usually have the shade names facing up. I'm really disappointed though that this Kat Von D one doesn't fit in here because that would make my life so much easier, but I digress. I know this is wasteful. I should go through and get rid of more of these, but I really like all of these. So I'm going to keep all of these. The two shades that I wear in the summertime are going to be Rose Hip and Peach Poppy. They're just a tad bit too bright for me to wear in the wintertime, but the rest of these I go through and I wear somewhat often. I'm hoping once I get my collection reorganized in our new place, I will get better about having these close by so that I actually am able to throw this in my purse. I do have one of these Wet n Wild Pout in Love gel lip balm. This actually is pretty pigmented, so I wouldn't necessarily call this a lip balm. I mean, that's a lot of pigment. I'm going to keep this. I got this less than 6 months ago and I've worn it a few times. This is definitely something where you need to have exfoliated lips because otherwise it looks cray-cray. You go for the big kahuna here and start to get rid of some things out of this drawer. These are two Wet n Wild limited edition lip glosses in the shade Peony Express, and my two lips are sealed. I literally never reach for these, so I'm going to go ahead and pass these two along. The rest of this drawer is all Wet n Wild as well. I'm going to go ahead and pull out all of the permanent shades out of here and then leave the older shades, because what Wet n Wild did, if you're not familiar with Wet n Wild, they do a lot of limited edition launches, and they actually launched, I believe, 3 or 4 limited edition liquid lipsticks right before they actually came out with the full line of liquid catsuits, just to see how it went. I don't need both because a lot of them are duplicating their own same color. So these are all the shades that are permanent. I have Nudie Patootie, Rebel Rose, Give Me Mocha, Nudist Peach, Flame of the Game, Video Vixen, Missy and Fierce, Berry Recognize, and Goth Topic. I'm keeping all these. These four are the shades that they came out in the limited edition launch. That's why they just say matte liquid lipstick. They don't say catsuit on there. These are in the shades Too Tulip to Quit, Don't Be a Plum Plum, How Fleek Is Your Love, and Take It Like a Vamp. And they're literally the exact same shades as the next launch. So I don't need all of these. The only one that I think is different is gonna be, oh, it's a slight shade difference is Tulip, but I really don't wear Berry Recognize that often. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass all four of these on. These two lipsticks are back when Fergie was a ambassador for Wet n Wild, and I am gonna go ahead and hold on to Fergie Daily. They just have not made a shade like this. I will be looking for a dupe in my collection, but it's just a really nice creamy lipstick. For the most part, Wet n Wild is known for their matte lipsticks. And I am gonna go ahead and get rid of Ferguson Crust. Same thing, but I don't really reach for glossy, vampy shades anymore. I typically go for a glossy nude just so that I can make sure that it doesn't travel all over my face. It's Ferguson Crust Cabernet. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this one out, and I'm gonna keep Fergie Daily. These are their traditional matte lipsticks in the Bullet. I have 902C, Bare It All. I have 900B, which is in Pink Sugar. I have 904B, which is Rosebud, 903C, Just Peachy, 911D, Stoplight Red, 918D, Cherry Bomb, 914C, Mochalicious, and 34422 Sweet Cream. So as you can see, the packaging on this one is different. This was a limited edition color in Sweet Cream, but they've actually made it like kind of NARS packaging where it's like that kind of silicone-y as opposed to just a straight smooth plastic. The only downside with these is that you get it all on the inside of the cap and eventually it looks like garbage. I do want to hold on to these just because they get overlooked in my collection, but I like to have them for the color that they are. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep all of these. So now that drawer is not overflowing as much. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out a couple of things that are new. This is the e.l.f. Lip Plumping Gloss in Champagne Glam. I recently purchased this and I've only worn it once, so I'm definitely keeping this. I got this last year. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Lip Shine with hyaluronic acid in the shade Soft Blush. I really do like this. It just, the packaging drove me insane. I could barely get the packaging open on this, and the wand they made really wide, so like you really gotta pull to get this thing out. But this does help hydrate your lips. The hyaluronic acid does help. It just kind of gets overlooked right now, so I'm gonna hold on to this one as well. Same thing with this one. This is the e.l.f. Gotta Glow in Perfect Pink. I have a Perfect Peach one kicking around somewhere, so I definitely need to use that and put them in the same drawer. This e.l.f. lacquer, lip lacquer in the shade Natural is full pigment. If you need a really cheap lip gloss where you don't have to pair it on top of a lip liner, this is it, and they have it in different colors. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to the NYX Butter Gloss in Creme Brulee just because it's a nice lip topper. I'm gonna be getting rid of the Sonia Kashuk Grand Bazaar Vintage Wine Liquid Lip. I like this. This was part of a limited edition collection. At this point, I have colors that look like that, so I don't need to hold on to something that's limited edition, and you can tell it's starting to separate in there. So this getting thrown away. A couple of the L'Oreal Paris, I don't even know what these are called. These are supposed to be similar to the YSL, I think the glossy something or other. I purchased these basically for the packaging. I know a lot of people talk about how nice that these are. They do feel gel-like, but I definitely don't need both. I have them in the shade Blushing Harmony and Rose Melodies. There they are swatched. I think I'm going to go ahead and hold on to Blushing Harmony, and I'm going to go ahead and pass along Rose Melody because I don't really like the way this pink one looks on my skin tone. Couple of lip glosses I know you can't get anymore are the Rimmel Show Offs. I think They were called something else in the UK. I have them in the shade Big Bang, which is the red one, and then Nude Eclipse. These again are full pigment, but I really don't find myself reaching for a glossy lip when it comes to bright colors, and this nude is really nude. Borderline makes you look dead. They're very pretty though, but I know that you can't get them anymore, and I believe that it's been more than 2 years that I've had these, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw these out. An Ulta Brilliant Color Lip Gloss. I actually purchased this in the shade 01. Wow. I purchased this because I really wanted the Anastasia lip gloss that has a bunch of gold flecks in it, and I figured this would be a good way for me to test it out and see if I even ever used it. Have I used it since I purchased it? No. And it's been a pretty long time I've had this, probably 2 years, and I really don't like the way that it looks. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this one away. I just don't wear gloss. I am gonna hold on to the Too Faced Melted Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Melted Sugar. I honestly have so much regrets. I should have gotten this in Chihuahua, but it looks so dark online. This is kind of like really nude, bordering on too nude, but now that we're in the age of the lip liner and I know that a little bit more now, I think I might actually be able to get some use out of it, so I'm gonna hold on to this. Same thing, this is the LA Girl Glazed Lip Paint, super intense color. This is just so nude that I literally never wear it. As you can tell, it's basically a dupe for the Too Faced color, just a glossy formula. But honestly, I don't like the applicator. I don't like how light it is on its own. And I don't really ever wear lip gloss that color, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw this out because this is 14 months old and I'm sure I've had it about that long. The Maybelline Color Jolt in Strip Down is another dupe for Too Faced in Chihuahua, so I'm gonna hold on to this. This is something that I do love to wear. It just got lost in my collection because look how tiny it is compared to everything else. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it next to Melted Sugar so you can kind of see. But that is a lot more wearable, to me at least, just on its own than the Melted Sugar, but I'm gonna keep this one because I haven't been wearing it because I forgot it was in here and I really do like to wear it. Let's move along to our matte crayon lipsticks. I'm gonna be holding on to the NARS Refugian as well as the NARS Cruella. I got those as a birthday gift from Sephora for points, and I like both the colors. This Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm in Standout used to be my all-time fave, but I'm gonna pass this one along. I am gonna hold on to the Revlon Color Burst in Honey. I just feel like that's a really good neutral, and it is a little bit different tone than the NARS, and I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the Revlon Matte Balm in Enchanting. This was a limited edition color, and it's just odd. It's just like too peach. So we're gonna go ahead and continue on with my e.l.f. matte lip color collection. This is in Nearly Nude. This one is in Coral. The next one is Natural. Then we have Tea Rose. Praline. Berry Sorbet. And Rich Red. And I think I am going to be holding on to all of these. I do have another one, I just don't know where it is, so when I go through and reorganize, I will show you that. So that is what my drawer looks like now. It's not overflowing as much, and I've gotten rid of a few things. Now, if you're anything like me, you've been seeing this little glitter pot, and you're wondering what it is. This is actually part of the Tattoo Junkies lip paints. The lightest one comes with a really light nude. I think it's actually in my liquid lipstick container, and I just have these other two sitting out that go along with these glitters. So there's one that's more golden, and then there's one that's more pink. The pink one is meant to top on the red, and then this one, and then there's a lighter nude. So when I get to that, I will swatch them and I'll put the glitters on top so you can see them. They're actually really pretty. and really affordable. I think these are like $6.99. Gonna start off with the things that I know that I'm keeping. I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to these three, and I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of Como and Chianti. I really never wear either of these shades. I don't even think I've worn Como. It's just so bright for me that, yeah, I'm not really my style. So I'm gonna pass these two along, just because this one is a little bit too deep for my skin tone. Another shade I would not get rid of is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in Underage Red. This is a very vibrant red that I absolutely love. So I will be holding on to this. When I run out of this, I will definitely purchase it in a full size, because I do not think that it came in the Everlasting Liquid Lipstick vault. Last few minis that I'm gonna hold on to, the Meet Matte Hues in Committed. I really like this one. Again, a basic nude. Another couple of minis that I'm definitely gonna be holding on to are gonna be the Smashbox Always On liquid lipstick. I believe this is in Stepping Out. I could be wrong. I got this in a Sephora play, and unfortunately it doesn't actually see the shade name on here anymore. And then the Tartist Lip Paint in Birthday Suit. This is the set that I got with that blush. They're both swatched right there. I know this is pretty similar to this one, but I don't care because they're mini and adorable and I'm keeping them. A lipstick that I'm going to be getting rid of is the Rimmel lipstick, the only one lipstick in Oh So Wicked. I just really don't like the formula of this, like how it's super duper glossy. I feel like it just gets everywhere, and also I don't like the style with the bullet like on an angle like that, so I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one along. Got some of the NYX High Voltage lipsticks. I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch them, but I am gonna pass them along. I just really never reach for them. I know they reformulated these to be the full throttle lipsticks, I think. This is in French Kiss, Flutter Kiss, Mirage, and Stone. They're cute. I just really don't like how skinny that they are. Again, with a rounded tip, I prefer a pointed lipstick. And I don't really wear a lot of glossy lips like this. I'd rather just add a gloss to a lipstick. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass on all four. The NYX Circle lipstick in Circe is just hella nude. I don't have anything this nude, so I'm gonna go ahead and hold on to this one. This is one that I purchased, I think I've worn once. This is the NYX Matte Velvet in Beach Casual. I like that one. Holding on to that. This is pretty new. Oh, this one's in Chianti. I wonder what the other color is. Shoot. This is the one that looks like black. That's the really deep one in Chianti. I don't know what the color is on that one. The sticker's missing, but I'm going to be passing this one along as well. And last but certainly not least of the drawer here are the Jordana Modern Matte Lipsticks. I really do love the formula of these. If you haven't tried them, they're like less than $3 at the drugstore. They're a lot bigger than the Wet n Wild. I don't know if they actually hold a lot, but I have them in a few different colors. Matte Blush is this first one. The writing has basically worn off because this is a dupe for Anastasia Beverly Hills Pure Hollywood liquid lipstick in a bullet form, so I'm keeping that. Followed by the shade Matte Tease and Matte Pretty. Those are all like the pinky tones that I have. Then I have Matte Style, which is their red, and then Matte Frappuccino. So you can see this is part of the original launch when these first came out, and they have changed how they label the name on the sides, and the font is a little bit different on this one, but I really do like the formula. I purchased the brown one and I've worn it a couple times, but again, it just got lost in my collection. So now that I'm gone through, I will definitely start to use these a little bit more. Okay, so then there's that drawer. We're moving on to the big kahuna. This container is just a nice glass jar that I got at Goodwill. This is what I keep my liquid lipsticks in, so I'm gonna take a second and clean this whole thing out. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to do is go back through these lip paints by Tattoo Junkies. It's in the shade Cheeky, Rebel, and Skinny Dip. So I wanted to go back through and actually swatch them and then put the glitters on top. So Cheeky, Skinny Dip, and Rebel are all swatched right here on their own. They're a really nice formula, but then you add the glitters on top and you basically transform them into a different color. There it is right there. It definitely looks a lot nicer when you have it on your lips though. It kind of gives me like Rocky Horror Picture Show lips. in different colors. So this is more of a pale peachy pink with rainbow glitter. This one's more of a mauvey nude with a gold reflect in the glitter. And then this one is a dark vampy red with a hot pink glitter that you can put on top. So those are pretty neat. I'm definitely holding on to all three of those, and I would like to get more in my collection, but these are the shades that drew me in, that I feel like I would actually wear, as opposed to like a crazy blue or green or anything like that. Gonna move over to something in my collection that is brand new. This is the Physicians Formula Healthy Lip Velvet Finish Liquid Lipstick. I have mine in the shade Restorative Effects. I literally just got this. I've worn it once. I really did like it, and it lasted through a meal, which I was actually surprised, and it faded pretty gracefully. So I'm gonna hold on to this. Something else that's relatively new would be the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Liquid Lipstick. I did not like this at all. This is in the shade Stirred. Kind of the opposite of the last one, where it's very drying, and I feel like it shriveled my lips up. So I'm going to be going ahead and passing this along. I have two colors in the Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks. I just recently purchased the shade Naked, and I had already owned the shade Sepia, so I'm going to go ahead and keep both of these. Something else that I've only worn a few times would be the ColourPop Ultra Matte Liquid Lipstick. This is in the shade Naughty, so I'm going to hold on to this. As well as the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Lip Color. This is in the shade Be My Baby. I literally got this because the shade name reminds me of a Mariah Carey song, I'm not even going to lie. I've only used this once. I wasn't a super big fan of the paddle, but I want to give it more of a shot before I decide to pass this one along. So I'm gonna hold on to this one as well. Same thing with this one. This is the e.l.f. liquid lipstick in Blushing Rose. This looks a lot deeper on than it does in the tube. So I only tried it on and then took it right back off. It just didn't go with my eye look. So I'm gonna hold on to this one until I get more of an opinion on it. And then you can be on the lookout for my e.l.f. one brand review after I figure out a little bit more about this one. The Maybelline Super Stay Matte Inks, I have mine in the shades Loyalist and Voyager. I really like these. This is a really pale nude if you like to have your lips be moisturized but long lasting. They definitely feel sticky, so just be warned. And then the Maybelline Voyager is just a deeper color. What I found is that most deeper colors are streaky in a traditional liquid lipstick, and they really dry your lips out. This one, since it's moisturizing, it really doesn't, but you definitely need to build this up, and it is very vampy. I'm gonna hold on both of these. I am gonna go ahead and put the Super Stay Eraser though, not in the jar. I'm gonna put this in one of the drawers now that I have space for it. But this is something you definitely need to take these off unless you wanna use like a oil cleanser or a solid cleansing balm to remove them, because they are not going anywhere. I'm also not going to be getting rid of any of my Milani liquid lipsticks. I have the original launch of the colors, I have a couple of the metallic ones, and then I have a couple of the newer metallic ones. I really like these. They just get lost in my collection since that jar was kind of unable to reach in and grab a product. So now that I've got them reorganized, I'm hopefully going to work on using them. A couple of them are getting separated. The liquid metallics are getting a little separated, but this is one of my favorite formulas other than Kat Von D. I don't know if they changed the formula or anything like that because I have the original launch ones, but I do like the newer colors that I've gotten. So the two that weren't available on the original launch were Devotion and Covet, and I really do like the formula of these as well. They're more of a moussey dry down, and I don't usually have a problem. I went in with a couple layers once of Devotion and it did kind of crumble off a little bit, but most of these you can wear on your lips all day and they look really nice. You don't need a lip liner or anything, and they feel comfortable. So I want to go ahead and use these more. I have them in the shade Sandstorm and Vintage, the NYX Liquid Suedes. I really like these for when your lips are chippity chap chap. In the wintertime when your lips are really chapped, these are nice because they're more of a moussey suede, so they don't completely dry down matte, but they definitely pack a punch color-wise, and they can kind of disguise if you've got like nasty, crusty looking lips. And I really do like the formula, so I'm gonna hold on to these two. The NYX Lingerie liquid lipsticks, I like these ones. These are fairly similar to the Maybelline Super Stay Matte Ink, where they feel a little bit sticky to the touch. They're definitely not as long lasting as the Maybelline ones, but I'm gonna hold on to both of these. I have these in the shades Lace Detail and Beauty Mark. This LA Girl Matte Flat Finish Pigment Gloss is a liquid lipstick. I have mine in the shade Dreamy. I don't like this color on me. It's a little bit too bright. It's a little bit too corally. So I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one on. The Jordana Sweet Cream Matte in Cinnamon Toast. The formula on this one is good. I just have so many liquid lipsticks that I'm gonna go ahead and pass this one along. It's just a lot darker out of the tube than I thought it would be on. The Sephora Cream Lip Stains. If you have been sleeping on these, you need to go to Sephora right now and buy one. I think they're like $14. My absolute favorite of this entire bunch is definitely 01 Always Red. Another tried and true is this one in number 13. I don't know the name of this one off the top of my head. That's the only downside in the packaging on these. They don't have the names on them, just the numbers. But this is supposed to be a dupe for Patina. The thing that I like about these is that they are hydrating. They are definitely more of a creamy, moussey liquid lipstick. They dry down matte, but they don't dry down sticky or super duper drying. But they do last a really long time. I was able to wear the Always Red shade on 4th of July and I ate tons of food. I wore it for like 12 plus hours. I ate like a mini pizza and it still didn't come off. And I feel like that's pretty good. I know that this shade is Blackberry Sorbet. That's the most hydrating purple and it's a deep purple liquid lipstick. I have this one. This is Strawberry something. And then this one is Rose something, and it's actually a shimmer, so it has a little pink, it's pink with a little bit of shimmer to it. So this kind of gives you that metallic liquid lipstick without it feeling like super dry down matte. I definitely want to pick up more. I have gotten overwhelmed since they have added many more shades to their range, so I haven't gotten any more, but it's definitely on my checklist to get a few more shades in this so I can round my collection out. And they definitely do have funky colors in this line if you're more than just a neutrals kind of gal. Okay guys, well here is my Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick collection. A lot of these came from my husband purchasing the Everlasting Liquid Lipstick Lip Vault for me last Christmas, and I was so surprised. I only have a few shades in here that are not from that collection, and one of them is this one. This one is in Project Chimps. This was a limited edition color. I know that they brought it back at some point. I don't know if it's back right now, but I purchased this on my own. There were a couple other liquid lipsticks in here that I already had open, so I have a couple that are in a giveaway pile, which are Noble and Double Dare. So I have those ones set aside. I think it's those two. But I hate to be this person again, but I'm going to be keeping all of these. It is my goal for 2018 to get more confident to be able to wear crazier colors. I typically stick, you know, in this kind of a realm for the most part, and I don't really ever wear the other colors in here, and I want to get more confident to be able to wear the super hot pinks, the really pale purple. I'm just not there yet, but I know that with me exploring more with makeup, I will want to pair different things with my eyeshadow looks, hopefully. So I will get more adventurous because I could definitely gain some confidence by filming with a crazy liquid lipstick color on as opposed to going out in the world and running errands. So I am going to go ahead and run down the line here and swatch these out for you if you haven't seen them before. So I have gone ahead and swatched all of my Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipsticks. I have all of the nudes right here. So in order, I have Noble, Bow and Arrow, Lolita, Lolita 2, Lovecraft, and Double Dare. Following that, I have Mother, Beloved, Bachelorette, Backstage Bambi, Bauhaus, Aisha, and Suspiria. Down here on this side, I have Agogo, Devils, Project Chimps, Outlaw, Nosferatu, and Damned. So I'm going to be holding on to all of these. This formula is amazing. It's more of like a thin, moussey formula that dries down to a powder finish. I don't feel like these are super drying on my lips. I have worn them all day. They can wear off, obviously, when you eat oily foods. Most liquid lipsticks can, but I would suggest picking one of these up in a color that you like. This is the range of colors that I have. They definitely have more crazy colors if that's what you're looking for, and they're pretty affordable. They're 20 bucks. I would highly recommend picking up a Kat Von D liquid lipstick if you haven't already. So I'm gonna be holding on to all of these, and then I'm gonna set everything up here and show you what we're working with as a finale. So hopefully you can see down in here a little bit better. I used to have them laying horizontally in here, but I felt like I couldn't reach all the way to the bottom. Now I have enough in here where I still have a little bit of space so I can actually like dig around and find stuff. If I was thinking, I would flip them over and have like the names facing up, but I honestly would rather just pull the color out and see it, because I feel like I have enough space now where I can actually pull the tube out and see the color in the tube. You can see through the side of the jar if I really wanted to look in there and find one in particular. I'm really happy that this jar is more organized, and if you want something like this, I'm sure you can just go to your Goodwill and find something very similar. As for this container with the drawers, this says hopscotch on the bottom. I got this as like a sweet 16 birthday present, so that's why it's like really cheesy looking, but it helps me organize everything. I'm gonna go ahead and put all the drawers back in, and then I'm gonna show you the pile of stuff that I'm gonna be getting rid of. So here we are. These are all the products that I'm either going to be donating if I can, or passing along to a friend or family member. It doesn't seem like a lot, but to me, my jar is a lot less full, and my drawers open and close a lot easier. This is an eye-opener. I definitely need to be a little bit better about what I'm picking up and knowing what I will and will not use. Please subscribe if you haven't already and ring the bell. That way you'll be notified anytime that I upload. Follow me on my other social medias to keep up with me anytime. I am Mrs. Shynyside on Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram, and I am Stephanie Shynyside on Facebook and Pinterest, and I will see you guys again next time. Bye guys. Isn't this mesmerizing? I could look at swatches all day. What about you?